Whew. What's up, you all? I feel like my wash and go. I always feel like something with this damn hair, so I'm just gonna let it be for today. What's in my hair? Is that a gray hair? Or is that something in my hair? Never know. Whatever. I am about to study for med-surg, so I have not read the chapter. I think it's like 3 chapters. And then I do have my laptop, but I'm gonna hold off on pulling out my laptop because I don't want it to be a distraction. So, got that there. Of course, I have my pens and markers and stuff. This was sent to me by a lovely subscriber. I'm definitely gonna take these to clinicals tomorrow. I have behavioral health clinicals, and we all know that behavioral health clinicals are boring AF because it's really like observation. So anyway, I'm taking that with me to behavioral health. These right here, we're going over the renal system. So I'm gonna take these to school tomorrow. I mean to clinicals, I gotta remember that. Before I do anything though, I'm gonna start writing down what I plan on doing during the study session. Now that's definitely something you could do like the night before you decide to study, or you could do it before you actually, leave your house to save on time and energy. But I don't really have a whole lot of that right now. Just do the thing key over there. I have my crystal. I'm gonna do a video all about crystals that I use for studying, but this is one of the crystals that I like to use when I study. Very near and dear to me, this actual particular crystal. And then right now I'm wearing my malachite. I made this little wrapped around malachite that I like to wear close to my skin. And of course I got some crystals on my wrist. So let me pull out my planner. Okay, so let me show you all what my little, this can't really go too large. Let me show you what my little study area looks like thus far. Hold on. Okay, y'all, so this is the little study table. One of my stickers for my planner came out, and of course a damn taco falls out. But anyways, so this is a little study table that you have. You can see this room is secluded. There's nobody in here but me. So I wrote down my list of stuff to do. So I'm gonna skim through the chapter since I have not read it. And your girl probably not gonna read it from cover to cover. I'm probably gonna just read the tables in here and just really skim through it. I'm gonna do some study charts. So the teacher had us print these off. She just got these from ATI. And basically it goes over certain disease process and then just different stuff that we need to know about the disease process. You can make these yourself and use your chapter as a, use your chapter to help you decide which areas you should highlight. And I do have a separate video talking about that, but like for example, if you were looking at esophageal, gastroesophageal reflux disease or GERD, you would put that down at the top, and then you would write down like pathophysiology. You would write down clinical manifestations on there, which I'm sure that's here somewhere. Which is what be like the alteration in health would be the same difference. Complications is on here. And then you write down diagnostic tests, so lab tests, and then like nursing management, which is your biggest thing that you want to focus on because that's where we're gonna come into place versus, of course, you do want to know about the disease and how it presents itself within your patient and how you figure out that that patient has it. But at the end of the day, we're the nurses, so we need to know what our job is. And that's more than likely what your teacher is gonna focus on. But of course, there's always the educational part of it. So you do need to know things like how to educate your patient. So patient might be like, okay, so if you all think I have GERD, like what type of test might I do to see if I have it? Of course, you would need to know that. But I would say always focus on what your, what you have to do. This is why probably this part is the biggest part. It's because we have to focus on what our role is. So if you don't have something like this, you can always make you one and just use this chapter as a reference as to how you should plan it out based off the headings in each chapter. And then what you can also do is, let me Let me go to the actual chapter that I'm going over right now in class. You can also use these parts right here where it says learning objectives. You could type this out if you feel like it, or write it down and then leave yourself some space and just do it for all of them, and then make your own little study guide based off of the learning outcomes. You can even look at the keywords and make sure you know these keywords, do flashcards based off of that, do a whole little study guide based off of these, and then make your concept maps or your charts based on these little headings that you have. And you can even make flashcards, or you can make concept maps based off of this. So you put risk factors for urinary tract infection in the middle, and then you would branch off and be like other factors, functional disorder. Like you would just branch off and write it all out, and then test yourself. The way you could test yourself after you make your study materials, like your flashcards and your concept maps, is to come in and do the learning objectives and write down the answer without looking at your study material. That's a way to study before the test. Of course, you can also do ATI questions or NCLEX little booked questions, things like that, to help you to see if you really know the information. Does that make sense? So that's what I'm about to do. I'm gonna sit down and focus on this. I got about 3 hours. Hold on. So I have about 3 hours to get into this. Somebody's calling me. I got about 3 hours to get into this and really, like I said, get into it. Clock of it. So I'm about to skim through the chapter real quick and then focus on completing these sheets. I have like 10 of them that needs to be done. And the teacher was like, this is what I want you to know. She's not super specific about being specific, but she was like, if you do those, like, that's what I need you to do. So hopefully that's the case. I don't freaking know. I forgot that I need to do my stuff for clinicals. I'm probably gonna do that at home while I do that and iron my clothes and stuff like that for clinicals. Tomorrow I have a 12-hour clinical paperwork. Okay. All right, you all. So let me go ahead and sit down and focus. And of course, I'm gonna be using like different pens and markers. Y'all, these are the best freaking Sharpies. You want to buy me something? Buy me some Sharpies, boo. But Sharpies, I got my Sharpie pens. I really like these pens too, the Pentel RSVP. These are bae and they're really inexpensive and they last forever. But I have a separate video talking about all the stuff you can use for studying. All right, y'all. Let me get into this. Let me get up and in this right now. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Thanks for watching. I hope that you're, being very studious. And yeah, I'm gonna have a really good study session. I'll probably listen to some music. I'm gonna put on my sweater kind of cold already. I was gonna return this sweater and then it was just sitting in my car. I was like, let me pop these tags. This gonna be my sweater. Like, this is my study sweater. Granny vibes and all. Okay, y'all. Bye. All right, you all. So I did do these papers. I'm not completely finished with them, but I did, let's see, 3, 4, I did 5 of them, 6 of these. I still have like a few more left, but these aren't too bad. This is like just talking about urinalysis, x-rays, CTs, MRIs, and some other diagnostic tests. So that shouldn't take too long. And then I have one more disease process. It's like close to 3:30, and I am tired. I am ready to go. But yeah, I'm ready to go. I really don't feel like finishing any of this, and I need to do my clinical paperwork, which, like I said, I'm probably gonna wait to do that at home. But I at least got 6 of these pretty much done. I was on my phone, just like listening to YouTube, but had I not done that, I might have been able to get it done a little bit quicker. But then again, I would have been bored out of my mind. But I did like actually read the book as I was going. I took my time to really like taking the information. So if you are a kinetic learner or visual learning, doing something like this is super helpful, because trust me, you will remember it, especially if you write like little like pictures and stuff like that. It'll help you remember. So I honestly want to finish this. Like, I feel like I should just keep pushing through. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna at least give it like another 20 minutes to push through and try to get as much done, because tomorrow I have clinicals for 12 hours, and then Friday I have class, and I want to prep for class before class. So I want to have some time. I'm gonna start studying like at 10:30. My class is at 1, so it'll give me some time to prep for class Friday. So I don't want to have to do this plus prep for class. So it'll be good for me to have this done, and then I can take this stuff along with my I'll probably just take my flashcards, honestly. But if I wanted to, I could take these papers to clinicals too, to look over them at clinicals. Our test is in like a week, maybe a week and a half. Yeah, about a week and a half. So why not get started now? Hey, you all. So I am pushing the girls down this trail. So I want to kind of give you an idea of like how I balance school, work, mom life, wife life. So earlier today you all saw that I went studying at school, and also I had a little bit of time to look at our family budget, so that was good. It really helped me to feel focused and organized and not crazy. Hold on. And then I came home. I should have showed you what I cooked, but I ended up making some like curry with quinoa. Get my protein, get my grains, all that good stuff. And I also made like some green beans with tofu. Put a bunch of sesame seeds so I can get some protein. And I ended up making enough for me to take to clinicals tomorrow, so that's perfect. That way I can save some money. I'm not buying hospital food, and also like it's way healthier for me. So, and it gives me my protein I need and all that jazz, because you all don't know I'm weight training. So today I had the choice of like studying for my full amount of time, or studying half of the time and going to the gym half the time, then coming home having to take a shower and all that. But I decided to just use all that time to study, because tomorrow I have clinicals and then Friday I have class. So I was like, you know what, I do want to go to the gym, but realistically going to the gym on Wednesdays is not feasible for me. So put you there. So instead, what I decided to do was, my husband needed some time to work on some stuff, plus with him being with the girls like a lot while I'm at school or at work. I mean, they do go to daycare, so it helps, but like he still spends a lot of time with them. So I'm like, you know what, we got to balance this out. So I was like, okay, get him some time to himself. He has actually some work he needs to do as well, and I can get my workout in for the day. The girls can come outside, because this trail actually goes to a park. So I walk to the park, let them play in the park, walk back home. I'll at least get like, I don't know, an hour or so of walking in. And I'm pushing, they're both at least 30 pounds. And then the car seat, so I'm at least pushing about 75 to 80 pounds. If y'all can't tell. So, get my cardio in, okay? I'm gonna listen on my phone to some stuff I want to listen to. So that's also therapeutic for me. Plus, we're outside, it's really cute. And it's pretty public. It's a lot of people walking, which is safe. And it's pretty. Like, we haven't been here since early last year. I used to come like earlier in the morning. But yeah. So yeah, that's a great way to balance things out, you know. Give your partner some time if you're in a relationship and maybe your partner's helping a lot with the kids. Get them some time, spend some time with your kids, work out, get a little time to decompress and be in nature, as well as just, you know, let the time go by before they go to bed. Do this, get them home, throw them in the tub, they'll be ready to go to bed. And then I'll go ahead and iron my clinical clothes, and I'm gonna try to stretch my hair out. This is a wash and go, y'all, but ooh, it's not defined. I cannot get my scalp clean to save my freaking life. It's just like, I cannot get it. I've washed it like 3 or 4 times, Like my scalp has so much, I guess, product buildup. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm not gonna put any more product on my hair. I don't know, I'm gonna have to try to do that. Maybe stop using the hair mask that I use. Maybe that, because that's like the only thing I can think of that I've been doing different. So I'm gonna use like minimal amount of product. I'll probably just do a leave-in and some oil on my hair, because I'm supposed to get my hair braided in a few weeks, and it's gonna be a waste of money if I can't get my scalp clean, because I'm gonna have to take my braids in after like a week, because my scalp gonna be dirty as hell and flaky and stuff. If anybody know the struggle, you know the struggle. So I'm like, I gotta get my scalp together. I don't know if it's because of changing of the seasons, which that does happen too. When a season changes, like my scalp acts so crazy. I'm gonna say we got runners coming down, y'all. Push it, wait. You say wait, Maddie. You say wait. Wait. Okay, y'all. I'll come back when we get to the park. But that's all I just wanted to say is, you know, try to find a way to get a lot of things that you want to get done at one time. Look at all these little kids playing soccer. Oh my gosh. They got soccer ball.